What is going on, guys? JTails here, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for 3,000 subscribers on YouTube. Like, really? Thank you so much. I never thought I would get to this point on YouTube, at least, or anywhere for that matter. There was actually a point in time when I only had 80 subscribers, and it felt impossible for me to ever get anything more than 85 or something. And now I'm at 3,000, so this just goes to show you that no matter what you intend on doing, if you put your mind to it and you focus and you plan and you put your time and energy into something, you can make it happen. No matter what that is. So please use me as your inspiration. And once again, guys, thank you so much for all the support, because without you, I would be nowhere. Thank you once again. And today I'm going to be doing a special edition, which I'm going to include two characters. Since, I hit 3,000 subs, I might as well do something a little different. So this is going to be a competitive guide for both Dark Pit and regular Pit. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about their differences as characters, as well as their similarities and how to use them. Because if you can use one, you can use the other pretty much. There aren't too many differences between them, but I'm going to be going over everything. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I'm actually going to go with Dark Pit for now. My favorite color is the red one. And we can go ahead and choose whoever to beat up on. So, and let's pick a bright stage so we can see what we're doing. Skyloft, I guess. Yeah, so I just got home and I saw I hit 3,000 and I was just so excited. So, very quickly I'm going to go over Dark Pit's moves. He's a good character. His jabs are solid. Look how fast they are. You hit the button and he has 1, 2, 3. And if you keep tapping it, and then hold A down, he'll just do this forever until you let go. So that can be useful if you need to just jab combo somebody and get that last hit on them. His neutral air is actually probably my favorite quality about him. It just has so much range. Look at that space it covers. So I think his neutral air is his best aerial. Some people might disagree with me, but his down air can spike as well if you hit it. There you go. If you hit it at the right spot, it can spike. But sometimes it'll send them up. So you have to really practice this. It's not easy to do. But if you guys are interested, you can go look up Nairo on YouTube. And he is probably the best Dark Pit player right now. So he is definitely your guy to watch. What else? His down tilt is really fast. Forward tilt's quick too. Good spacing tool. Dark Pit plays mainly, from what I've noticed from other players and myself, his grab range is actually really good. Well, if you pivot grab, you saw how far I was able to grab Robin from? And that was due to a pivot grab. Pivot grabs slightly increase range. So, see that? That's huge. So, definitely you want to do dash grabs, pivot grabs, a lot of grabs with Dark Pit, forward throw, and then, you can't influence his arrows very much, which is there's damage. The key difference between Dark Pit and Pit is how much you can influence their arrows. And Dark Pit, you can barely influence the trajectory. Normal arrows do about 3 to 4%, I believe. Let me just confirm that. Yeah, 3%. I think sometimes 4. That's 4. Fully charged arrows from Dark Pit do 10. So that's a key difference. So 3 to 4 uncharged and 10 fully charged. So the difference in that means that when an opponent is up in the air, you can't hit them. When they're anywhere that's not really horizontal to Dark Pit, your arrows are useless. So that's something to keep in mind. You're going to have to jump if you want to hit people directly across from you. I believe his arrows are a little bit faster, if I'm not mistaken. So that's the difference. Also, Dark Pit kills slightly earlier than Pit and deals 1 to 2 more % on some of his moves. So like side B, that'll kill earlier with Dark Pit. Also, the angle in which it sends people is different. So just remember that angle for when I use regular Pit. You'll notice the difference. But standard stuff, you really want to practice their recovery. These two characters do not have hitboxes on their recovery, so sometimes you'll see a lot of people do that. They'll go past the ledge with Dark Pit, and then they'll be vulnerable to getting attacked. So you really have to like hug the stage to recover properly with him. You kind of just want to ride the wall, and he'll snap to the ledge. So that's usually the safest bet. But his recovery is insanely good. You can recover from the depths. Look at that. So that's really good. It just doesn't have a hitbox, so people will go off and try and interrupt you. So that's something to keep in mind. You can do the recovery pretty horizontally. From what I can tell, you can just press up B and then immediately hold left or right. And it'll be pretty horizontal. Or you can do it pretty vertically. Oh, it's not like Rosalina's. You just hold up. And it actually does go straight up, so you have a wide range of movement with the up B, and you should definitely practice that. His Aegis Reflector, it's a really cool move. It pushes people, so you can actually gimp people off stage. Characters like Ness have a hard time dealing with it. It's a nice option to have. It also prevents damage from physical moves. So sometimes if you anticipate someone's going to hit you with something strong, you can do that. The only problem is he has a lot of lag when he puts them away. See, that's how long it takes me to put up my shield. So you don't want to use it too freely, actually. People can and will punish you. But it's an option in case you need to use it. So, oh, and also, if enough damage is dealt to the Aegis Reflectors, they will break. And then you cannot use them for a certain amount of time. I'm not exactly sure how long that time is, but it's you know, a certain amount of time. So that's another thing to take note of. Side B is one of his best kill moves, and it has super armor, and that means if someone doesn't attack and you do side B, you will go through their attack without getting hit. You will get hit and you'll take damage, but you will not move anywhere. You will just keep going. You'll power right through it and you'll smack them. So that's something to keep in mind too. Stalling with arrows. If you are constantly changing direction with the arrows, I don't believe he'll shoot it. I think he will shoot it eventually. But for example, if you're trying to fake somebody out, you can just kind of do this for a while and then shoot it. Because they're gonna block. They see you pulling it back, you're gonna shoot, they're gonna block. But then they see you're not shooting it, so they're going to come close to you, and then that's when you can just go bam and hit them. Also, same thing with up. You can shoot arrows straight up, so if your opponent is trying to come down, you can force an air dodge. And now this is the advantage that Pit has over Dark Pit, is that he can force an air dodge better. So I shoot the arrow up, they air dodge, and they land in front of me, and now I get a free grab, which leads them off stage, and I can shoot more arrows, or I can kind of like edge guard them. So with Pit, since he can curve his arrows, you can really do some neat stuff with him. So I am actually going to go and switch over to Pit so I can demonstrate that. But that's the gist of it. If you can play one character, you can kind of play both characters. And my favorite, I actually do like the Dark Pit costume. I also like this pink costume for some reason. I don't know. I feel like no one would really use it, so I feel like that's why I might want to use it. So yeah, Pit, pretty similar. They feel pretty similar. I don't notice too many different things by using them. They kind of have the same setups. Oops. Alright, well, I know down throw to dash attack can connect at very low percents and on heavy characters. But I don't think on Robin this would connect, but you can probably do something like that, you know, just to keep things standard, maybe forward air to neutral air, and just keep it going, or, you know, land, figure out the landing, and then, you know, just mix it up. But I believe down throw is the main throw you want to use for follow-ups. Oh, there we go. Forward throw to dash attack is the one that connects. So yeah, you can, you know, really mix things up with Pit or Dark Pit, depending on which one you prefer. And the arrows. Alright, so learning how to control Pit's arrows are one of the most important keys of using him. Since he has so much control, you can actually like snipe people out very well. And I'll probably be able to demonstrate this online a little better when I take them into 4 glory mode. But look at that. So if someone's recovering from low, you can actually just send an arrow down and maybe gimp them. That could be very useful. I actually just thought about this right now on the spot. And same thing for up. You can, you know, someone's coming down, you can curve an arrow up and make them air dodge, and which is what I was talking about, and then get a grab, throw them up again, whatever you want to do. So with Pit, I stick to jabs, I stick to forward tilts, dash attack. His dash attack's really fast, and it's quite powerful as well. And I use a lot of grabs. I play a safe game with them. You know, and then when I have a chance, I do some arrow shenanigans. Against, well, one thing that, I mean, Dark Pit can do it too, but against characters who can reflect projectiles, I generally like to jump and shoot the arrow downward, like that. Because if they reflect it, it doesn't go back to me, it actually goes up into the sky. But you shoot it like that, it's going to come back to you and hit you in the face. So with Dark Pit you can do it too, but it's just, with regular Pit you can just kind of curve it like that. And when they reflect it, it will not go back to you. It'll go back up into the sky because that's the arc you're creating. So that's one of the advantages. But going back to the differences in character, 3%. Okay, so that's kind of like Dark Pit's. Let's see what a full charge arrow does. That is what? My math sucks. I'm really tired. 8. Okay, so either way, like I said, there's only a 1 to 2% difference between them. And the real benefit of Pit is that you can control his arrows better. That's it. That's really the main difference. So if you're someone who doesn't really care much for the arrows, or you're not too good at controlling them, Dark Pit might be better for you because you can really get the kill early, like earlier on. He kills maybe 15% to 20% earlier than regular Pit. So if you're that kind of player, then Dark Pit might be better for you. But if you really perfect these arrows and get used to how they move, and you can tack on that extra percent that Dark Pit doesn't, that you're not getting because you're using regular Pit, then regular Pit might be for you because you're not going to feel that effect as much, and you can do a lot more damage by having all this arrow control. So it really is just player preference. Sorry, there is no. I don't think there's either one that's better than the other necessarily, which is cool. I like it that way. So I think the down tilt still spikes on his has a spike box on his down tilt. Well, that we definitely know down air spikes, but it's very hard to hit. You gotta hit it right, kind of in the center. Reminiscent of Marth's spike actually, except it's not on the outside. There we go. So his kill moves are forward smash, down smash can kill, up smash can certainly kill, maybe some forward throw to up smash. Up air can kill at really high percents. Forward throw, back throw, and up throw actually all can kill. And then side B. Now one thing to know is that side B in the air is weaker than side B on the ground. Secondly, you have all this end lag after you do side B on the ground. Look how much lag I have. So now, if I do it in the air, oops, I missed. I can actually do it again, almost immediately. Like he doesn't have that much lag. He can act. Whoa! And if you miss it, you have to mash jump, almost as fast as you can. See, I'm pressing jump. Otherwise, you will die if you miss a side B and fall off. So that's something to take note of. But doing it right at the edge is not a bad idea because even if they shield it, you'll bounce off and you'll be able to act again pretty quickly. So I'm not saying it's unpunishable, but it's very hard to punish. Versus on the ground, like you have to commit to this move. You have to know that they're gonna throw out an attack. So that's the deal. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I need to cover with them. They have the same Aegis reflectors. I mean, they might look a little different, but basically it's the same principle. They have the same sort of combos, same moves. They can actually both chase off stage very well. Oh, Robin. Their grabs are both just as good. They have a nice spike, which, I don't know, Robin's just kind of getting out of it quick. So yeah, I can probably demonstrate a little bit better in For Glory mode, so hopefully you found this informative as well as entertaining, and definitely check out my next video of me using them in For Glory mode. So guys, if we can, please get this to 100 likes. I know it's a big, something big to request, but I think we can do it. The Luigi video is already at 60 likes, and I know I have 3,000 subscribers, so we can definitely get this one to 100 likes. Let's do it. Please share it. Please give it a thumbs up. And once again, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found it helpful.